Hey there, I'm Sarah Beth Aubrey, and I have a story for you that I hope helps whoever needs to hear this today. See this little button? You can read it. It says, Fight like a girl. 7 years ago last month, a wonderful nurse at Community Hospital in Indiana pinned this on my hospital gown on March 29th, 2018, and asked if I wanted someone to pray with me. And I said yes. And we prayed about the successful outcome of the surgery I was about to go through and just healing and that things were okay. And I really don't remember what else. I was already pretty nervous and upset. You see, I was getting ready to go in for a bilateral mastectomy and to find out how big actually the tumor was that I had in my left breast and where it was, if it had gone elsewhere, if it was going to be able to be removed. I didn't know. I'd been diagnosed with breast cancer earlier that month, and it was time for surgery. And not very long ago, this button surfaced in a drawer. And it's just really interesting because also this year, it's my 50th birthday this month. And I was doing some cleaning and I found this button and I thought of this girl. And only a couple of days after that, the American Cancer Society and their ResearcHERS campaign representative found my profile on LinkedIn and reached out. And they asked me if I would be interested in being an ambassador to help raise funds to donate money specifically for women doctors and researchers researching cancer. And I said yes. And I said yes to something else besides supporting them, which is an opportunity for me to give back that I've never taken. But I hadn't really told this story. You see, I just kind of went through it and got in my cave and dug in and told a few friends and a few more over the years, the last 7 years. But I didn't really talk about it a lot. And many people had encouraged me to, saying, Sarah, there's probably a woman out there who needs this message, whether she needs to get that mammogram or her family needs that support, or she's feeling really a loss of self because she went through this and she's different. And I resisted that a little, but this month and this message and this button reminded me that we have an obligation. To whom much is given, much is expected. And my own journey has ended well. I'm healthy. I'm 7 years cancer-free. And while I went through a lot of things that weren't great at the time, 2 surgeries, reconstruction, tattoos, depression, weight gain, finding out that I had hormone positive cancer, and then, the drugs that you take, and then the weight gain, and then I ended up getting a hysterectomy. And my ones is really, really a mess, and going through that. And there's others I'm probably just too modest to share. But the fact is, all of those are mostly temporary. There are some scars, but I'm okay. I'm frankly well, and I'm so fortunate. Some of you will have stories where they didn't end as nicely, and I'm sorry for that, and I feel for you so much. Some of you will hear this, I hope, and think, I need to take action because something like this might be happening in my life, and I need to make sure that I'm proactive and getting on it. Others of you had a family member that you lost or loved or was just impacted. Nobody skirts this, Even if it's not us, it's not our body. We know someone that we have loved that has gone through this, is going through this, or we've lost. But the only way we get control of this crap is through those who know how to solve it. And it's not me, and it's probably not you. It's those researchers. And I had the chance to meet some of the women researchers recently at the kickoff to the campaign here in April. And they were so compelling. These women, there were 3 of them that spoke about their work. Every one of them shared that this is their life's work. They each shared that at an early age, they were thinking, yeah, I want to do this job or this job. One was a biologist, one wanted to be a botanist, one wanted to go into this or that. But when they got the chance to get in the lab and start working and see the patient impact, they changed and suddenly realized that this research was what they would do with their careers and dedicate their careers to it. How many of us can say that we get up and go to our job with a dedication like that to a cause like that? I was blown away. And I knew that I wanted to help and I wanted to dedicate this month of my time to that for those of us who need it, because we're all going to hopefully, I see my group of friends and they say breast cancer is 1 in 5. And I literally sit around with a group of girlfriends and think, I hope that that's done for this group. I hope I was the one and I got it and we're done and nobody else in this group has to do that. I hope so, but I don't know. And so it's the researchers, though, that get this solved for us, aren't they? And they're the ones who solved what I had and who've saved so many of the people that you know. And they will continue to do that. So celebrating my birthday this month, 50, another big secret I'm telling. I've got all my truths on camera these days. But it felt right to say, I met a milestone of 7 years cancer-free. I'm meeting a milestone in life personally, and let's do something. So if this impacts you, I don't care where you live, this is an online campaign. The funds, you click the link, you pay with your card, give them some money. And it goes obviously straight to them. I don't handle it or anything like that, thankfully. We're just here to give. I know this has affected you. It sure has affected me. And I hope this little sharing of my personal story today will remind you of how fortunate you are and will encourage you to help someone else be fortunate, because it might be $50 or $200 or $2,000 or $25. It doesn't matter, because taken as a whole, that's where the impact comes. And that's what we're trying to do here. So the volume of the many people who will choose to feel compelled to give as I did this year, that's how we make an impact. Research is going to save your life or one of your closest friends or family members' life one of these days. Let's pay it back and let's help someone else. So thanks for listening. And please give to ResearchHERS this May.